This is part 2 of this video. I'll put part 1 in the description and also on the comment section. This is for the back one. I use lining to cut out the main fabric. For the back one. If you like, you can iron a stay on your own. Also on the lining, you can iron a stay if you want. So what I'll do next is to go and sew the dart. I'll hold the dart like this way. I'll go and sew the dart. So I'll sew the dart on this back one, both the main fabric and the lining. This one is for the front one. This is for the front one. I use the lining to cut out the main fabric also. I also cut wording for it. So I'm going to join these three together with the wording. So I'm going to join these three together. I'll also join the lining. This front one, I ironed a stay on it. A stay on the front one. If you like, you can iron on your own, both lining and the main fabric, but I only iron on the main fabric. This is the back one. I've sewn the dart. I also put it this way, right side facing each other, and use gather stitches to join the zip line. I will remove it later. I press it. I did the same on the lining, the back lining. This is the front one. I join the three together. I join the three together. I also notch and trim the seam. So what I'll do next is to join the front one and the back one together to shape the two sides. Right side, right side. So I'll pin it and take the measurement. I've pinned the blouse. I'll check what I have. I have 25 inches, but what I want is 23 inches because my bust measurement is 46. 46 divided by 2 because it's front and back. 46 divided by 2 is 23. So 23 minus 25 minus 23 is 2 inches. So 2 inches, I will divide 2 inches into 2. On this side, I'll mark 1 inch. The remaining 1 inch, I'll mark it on this side. So I'll check what I have on my waist measurement. I have 23 inches. My waist measurement is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. I have 23. 23 minus 20 is 3 inches. So 3 inches, I'll divide 3 inches into 2. 1.5 on this side. I'll mark 1.5 on this side. I'll connect the line. I'll sew on this line. I'll mark 1.5 inch on this side. Here 1 inch. I'll connect the line. I'll sew on the line. I'll do the same on the lining. This is the blouse. I've shaped the two sides. I did the same on the lining. So what I'll do next is to remove the gather stitches on the zip line. I've cut out the peplum to 360 because it's 720 degree. This is for the back. I cut it into two. I ironed collar gum on the main fabric. This is for the front one. This is for the front side. So I'm going to join it right side facing each other. I'll use 1/2 inch to join it. 1/2 inch. This side is zip. This is zip allowance where the zip will be, and this side will be by the side. This will be by the side. I'll go and join it and show you. I'll also join the lining. So this is the shorter one. It's also 720 degree, 2360. This is for the back side, and this one is for the front side. I ironed collar gum on it. So I'm going to join it right side. I'll join it with 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. This side will be by the side, and this is zip allowance where the zip will be. I'll join it and show you. I'll also join the lining. I'll join it together. This is the one of 10 inches after sewing 9 inches. Seven inches after sewing 6 inches. I've joined it together also. I also did the same to the lining. So what I'll do next is to sew the lining to the to the peplum. I also press it right side facing each other. I'll put the lining this way, right side. I'll sew it with 1/2 inch seam allowance. After that, I'll open it and top stitch on the lining side. I'll do it and show you. I will also do the same on this one. I've joined the lining and the main fabric together. After that, I top stitched on the lining side. I also trim it. I trim it down to 1/4 inch. I press it. I did the same on this one. What I'll do next is to join these two together. This is the small one. And this one is the big one. I'll remove the pin. So I'll put it this way. I'll put the small one on top. But I'll open the lining. I'll put it this way. I'll match the side seam. I'll use gather stitches to hold it. Not with lining. I'll sew it with gather stitches. I'll match the side seam. The other side seam, I'll match it, I'll pin it. So I'll use 1/2 inch to join them together. So this is the peplum. I've joined the two together. So what I'll do next is to sew this on. This is the peplum. I use gather stitches to join the two together on the top here. This is the upper part, right side. You will notch your center front and center front on the peplum. You will pin it together. The side seam here, you will pin it to the side seam on the peplum. You will match it, and the other side seam, you will match it also with the side seam on the peplum. You will now join it with 1/2 inch seam allowance. I've joined the lower part and the upper part together, the main fabric. So what I'll do next is to sew the lining. This is the lining, and this is the upper part of the lining. Right side, I'll pin it together. I'll notch the center front, pin the side seam together, the other side seam, then I'll use 1/2 inch to join it, the upper part and the lower part of the lining. I'll do it and show you. Join the upper part of the lining to the lower part of the lining. So what I'll do next is to turn it this way. I've turned it. This is the lining and this is the main fabric. So but what I'll do now is to fix the zip. I'll go and fix the zip on the main fabric. I will turn it and fix the zip only on the main fabric, the two sides first. This is the zip that I'm going to fix. It's open end zip. So I'll fix the zip from down, from here to up. I'll do the same on the other side. So I'll fix it on the main fabric. I did the same on this side. So you need invisible zip foot to do this. You can, if you have one, it's okay, but if you have two, better. What I'll do next is to sew this lining to the main fabric and the zip. The zip is inside. I'll hold the lining this way. And sew on this line together with the lining, the zip and the main fabric to this point. On this side, I will do the same. On this side, I'll do the same. The lining, the main fabric, the lining and the zip. I'll sew it to up here. I'll sew on this line also because I have two invisible zip foots, the left and the right one. But if you have only one, it's still okay. The only thing you do that on this side you will sew, but you have to feel to see the zip coil so that you not sew on top of the zip coil. You will sew on this line to here. I've sewn the lining, zip and the main fabric together. So what I'll do next, you see this zip, I'll push it inside this zip. So I'll turn it. I've turned this side. Before you turn it, you will trim this, the lower part, the zip line. I did the same on this side. I'll turn it. So I've turned it. It was very easy to sew the zip because the neckline is still open. So what I'll do next is to sew the band, this band. If I want to make it a sleeve, I'll make it 6 by 11, 6 inches 11. But I just want to sew it, I just want to sew cape on it. So I have 4 by 11. So I'll fold it this way. So for you to know how many inches you will use for this one, you work with your round shoulder measurement. The round shoulder that I'm working with is 46. And the neckline is 6.5. So 6.5 unfold this way. 6.5 unfold. When you open it, is 13 inches. So the front neckline is 13 inches and the back neckline is 13 inches. 13 plus 13 is 26. 46 minus 26 is 20. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. So I have 10 inches here plus 1 inch seam allowance for the sleeve, for the band to sew the cape on it. I have 10 inches. If you fold it this way, it will be 5 inches. 5 inches, but it's 10. Plus 1 inch seam allowance, half on this side and half on this side, is 11 inches. This is for one sleeve, and this one is for the other side. I'll fix it on the main fabric this way. I'll fix it this way, ½ inch. Also this side. I'll fix it on the main fabric. I'll also do the same on this side. I'll fix the sleeve. I'll sew cape on top. I also use lining to turn this side. On this side, I'll show you how to sew the lining. I'll fix the sleeve. It's very easy to do this because the neckline is still open. I'll pin it, the neckline. I'll fold it in, this lining, I'll fold it in and put it on this side, because after sewing it will be like this. So I'll pin it. But I'll still remove the zip when I will remove the pin when I turn it. This is the side seam here under armhole. I'll fold it in the lining. I'll fold the main fabric in. I'll put them together, ½ inch, fold ½ inch in. I'll put it together, I'll pin. Neckline. So I'll fold the lining in again, ½ inch. I'll put it on this side. I'll fold the lining in ½ inch. I'll put it on this side and pin. So from here, I'll bring it out. So I'll remove the pin. I'll hold it like this and sew. I'll sew on it ½ inch. ½ inch. I'll remove the pin here so that I can sew it. ½ inch. I will remove the pin also and turn it ½ inch. So I'll sew it. After that, I'll turn it again. It will be like this. If you like, you can still top stitch on the lining side, but I'll just press it, it's fine. So what we'll do next is cape. To sew the cape, I want to cut the cape, but I want to show you on the piece of paper how I folded the fabric. So I folded my fabric this way. I'll work with my round shoulder. The round shoulder that I'm working with is 46. On the fabric, I'll cut 46 divided by 2 because it's on fold. I'll cut 46 divided by 2, which is 23, plus half inseam allowance, 23 and half. So, but on this paper, I will use like 8 inches for the round shoulder. So, I will cut half of the round shoulder, which is 4 inches, plus half inseam allowance, 4 and half. So, I'll mark 4 and half. Let me see if I can get up to 4 and half. Okay, this is 4 and half, the line. So the length of the cape, I'll use like 1.5 on the paper, but on my fabric I'm using 6 inches. 6 inches. So on the paper I'll mark 1.5 inches. I'll connect the line. I'll cut it out. So this is the way I cut the cape. So I'll put it on top and cut the second one because I want 2 for this. I'll put it this way. I'll use it to cut the second one. So I will iron interfacing on the wrong side of the fabric. I'll do it and show you. So I'm going to cut it on my fabric. I've iron interfacing on it. So what I'll do next is to join the two together with half inch seam allowance. Half inch seam allowance. So I've joined the two together. After that, I turn it and press. So now I'm going to sew it to the blouse, to the neckline. I've cut this zip, but before you cut it, make sure that the zip is inside. I'll cut this side also. So what I'll do now, I'll hold it, I'll pin it properly on the neckline. This is the V neckline and this is the V. I'll put it together this way, inside. I'll pin it. I'll pin it round. I'll pin it because I'll sew it to the zip and to the other side. So I'll pin it, cape, lining, the main fabric together and pin. On this side of the zip, I'll put it here, not on the zip. I'll pin it before this. I'll pin it here before the zip. So I'll go and sew it. I'll fix the cape. I fix it, and then after that I now turn it to the outside. And top stitch on this side. So I'll go and put it on top of this jean and show you how it is. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.